Hi guys, welcome to our channel Zero One Developer. This channel is targeted to beginner developers in games. Of course, I am a beginner developer too at making games. But since I don't have any support with my family or friend and my designer too, he's walking around the room right now.
Hi guys.
Hi. We wanted to make this channel to support new beginners. We are even new, but we wanted to make it like so we might have some bugs that other beginner programmer might find out about it, and we will try to provide support for other people. Basically, we don't have any support from our families and friends. We are two college. By the way, I'm holding a paper saying the like main ideas I have. We are two college students, broke. You know, every college student is a broke, but we always had a passion to for making games, in general, computer games, to be honest. But we decided to make our first couple of games on Android, since it's like in performance a little bit easier, is what we said. So I basically was telling him about like my great idea of making games. I wanted to reach my like intense, and the game I have in mind, it's a crazy game. But since I did not have like the computer spec required for it, and he too have the same problem, I was telling him about my idea. I told all my friends about my ideas, but all of them laughed about it. Like, haha, what do you mean you are making games? So he was the only guy who was like shocked by the idea I had, like the game I had in mind, and he told me that. He always liked to design stuff and make some designs, so we decided to that I will program the game and he will design the like environment, characters, enemies. So we hopped back to the passion grew, of course. So we have to YouTube to find some ideas about what the people do to make their first game. Of course, we saw the Unity showcase and Unreal Engine showcase, and after like sometimes we decided we will stick to Unity. Then the first we started to look up for some courses, and the first game we decided to make was a galaxy shooter. Everyone makes a galaxy shooter, but and to go out from like course hell, we always talk about courses hell. We decided to, after making that game, we will implement our own ideas in that game. So like different power ups, different collisions, enemies, and we wanted to make, since it's a galaxy game, we wanted to make it in the solar system, or like in the Milky Way universe. I don't know, one of them, by making 9 planets: Earth, Mars, and the other planets. Everyone had his own like special ability, like a falling star, or like rocks standing in the player way, and undestroyable rocks. And by the way, I'm gonna repeat the video after I finish it. I hope you guys don't mind my English. I'm not good at talking to strangers. And So yeah, we will start making that game, of course. To make like, I want to show something, that we are both beginners. I am a beginner at coding games, and he is a beginner in designing, and of course he used to design a little bit of logos, but it's a new idea for him to design a whole new character and to come up with a story for our games. We will try to approach the easy way, galaxy shooter, then maybe some card games, maybe, or maybe tower defense game. We will think about the tower defense game. We will try to implement the story from our first game, galaxy shooter. It will work with us. So one main point will be the trigger, or the main, like the center of our story. I am to talk a little bit about myself. I am a IT student. I studied a lot of languages, but I never had the passion for one. Like, I never had the passion for a main language or a main subject, because it was all boring for me, until I one day saw a video on YouTube like about a guy making his first game, and I was like, the idea of creating stuff, the idea of coming up with a new stuff is really awesome. but since it's a new like thing for me, it could be really complicated, but I don't think I'm stopping soon, even though we don't have any support from our families or friends. But we wanted to make this channel in YouTube to like stick up to, you could say, stick up to his words, like, okay, we will never stop making games. So in that way, YouTube will help us in not stopping. We did not come here for the money. We came here for our passion, but a little bit of it could help us in our journey, since we both have a bad laptops, like a really bad ones. So we can't like just come up and create some crazy 3D games. And this is about it for the first video. We will be talking a little bit more on the upcoming videos about the game, what bugs did we make, the stuff I learned, like how to handle stuff, let's say how to handle stuff, collisions. I read a little bit about collisions and collider, it's the same thing. And I hope you will like our game we will be releasing. It's like our first game for us. It might be a bad game, good game, no one knows, but for a beginner game, I think we will be doing some good stuff. And I hope you guys will like our content. Be sure to subscribe and like to see what happens in our journey.